Hi, boys and girls. We're going to work on the phonics today, our phonics page, and the letter sound for the letter F. Okay, we did these cards on Zoom on Tuesday, and I think everybody was there that. No, we had a couple kids absent, so I still like to do this. Practice makes perfect, right? Okay, so I put F up here. Here's our first card. We're using the pocket chart today because we've got a lot of cards, right? Okay, it's a beautiful fish, isn't it? Here's how you spell fish. Okay, F, I, and then SH says shh, like this, shh. When you hear that sound in a word, like ship or shell, you know it can't just be one letter. It has to be SH together. Shh. I'm gonna put that one right there. This one is a fan, right? When it's hot out, we put on our fans, or in the car when it's hot, we turn on the fan. Okay, this is how you spell it. A little bit of glare on there. Fan. There we go. We'll make a pyramid. Okay, look at that frog. He's really stretched out, huh? Usually you don't see frogs like this. Usually you see them hopping. Frog. Here's how you spell it. F-R-O-G. Frog. Okay. Oh, look at this beautiful flag. American flag, right? Red, white, and blue. Here it is. F-O-A-G. Flag. I think you guys could sound out that word, huh? Let's put it like that. This one is a foot. They're only showing you one. That's why we call it a foot. If there was more than one, if both of them would be your feet, right? Here's how you spell foot. Foot. Okay, here is a fork that you use to eat because you can pierce it with those little prongs. Here's how you spell fork. Fork. Put that one here. Boy, they gave us a lot of cards, huh? Here is a fence. Okay, fence. Here's how you spell it. Fence. On there. Now we've got a fox. That's a great picture of a fox, isn't it? See the bushy tail? And here's how you spell it. F-ox. I know you guys could spell that, right? You can spell that because you can sound it out. Here is a flute. It's an instrument that you play like this. You blow into it, make beautiful music. And then, oops, here's how you spell it. Flute. And then here is a feather from a bird. Maybe from a turkey. Feather. Okay, with a TH in the middle. I'll put that one there. Wow, look at all those words we have. Lots of F words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They gave us 10 cards today. Okay, now before we get to that phonics page, let me move this down. We're going into the Nat Geo workbook. And we may not quite finish this by the end of the week. We might have to do a few more pages when we come back from our vacation. We will get as much done as we can. So when I open up my Nat Geo workbook, oops, that was from yesterday. I'm going to tear that one out. Okay, we have another sight word page, okay? And they're not giving us those big cards that I really like where there's, 8 on there, but they will, okay? I looked forward and there aren't any probably until the next workbook, but I'll be putting them on Seesaw. So I'm going to let you guys practice this however you want. The new sight word is FOR, 4. We're going to work on this on Zoom. It's also going to be in our new book that we're going to read this week. So that Nat Geo, they do a really good job of tying everything together and doing a lot of review too. But you can practice these however you like. You can cut them apart. You see the dotted lines, put them in a pile and practice them. Now, the word for is our new sight word, and you see it a lot. Okay, it's not just on here once. They're not just giving it to you one time because they want you to practice over and over. Okay, and you guys recognize the word look and is and this is a good review. Okay, so you don't forget the words that we've learned. Or if you want, you can use crayons or highlighters and highlight all the words for. But I'm going to show you kind of a fun way because I keep saying you can use bingo daubers. Now I know not everybody has these and I don't expect you to go out and buy them, but some people do. Maybe you have them because you like to play bingo, or maybe you have them just to do art. So what I'm going to do is I'll get out a bingo dauber. What it is it's kind of an ink in there with a little sponge on the top. So I'm going to look for our sight word for, and every time I find it, I'm going to use a bingo dauber. You know, I don't think this is going to bleed through, but just in case, I'm going to put this here, okay? I find the word for, and I'm going to stamp it. Whoops. These haven't been used in a while, so I might have to squeeze a little bit. If you were in TK last year, you guys used bingo daubers a lot, didn't you? And you can see through it, so it's nice. So if you're looking for the word for, okay, for, I gotta squeeze a little bit more. For, okay, I think I found them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now maybe I'll get a orange one out. And this time I'm gonna look for the word look, okay? Here's the word for. There's the word look, but it might be on there more than once. So I'm gonna squeeze. Here's the word look. We're gonna do the word look. Yeah, it's there once with a capital and then once with a lowercase. All right, and then maybe I'll get a pretty blue and I'm gonna look for the word is. So it's just a different way to practice. And that is up to you. Like I said, you wanna try to keep it fun and kind of switch it up a little bit so the kids enjoy doing it. So there we go. Now that one is kind of hard to see underneath it now. Let's use a green, and I'm gonna do green. I'll do the word like. So as you read them, you get to use the bingo dauber. I should have squeezed these ahead of time, okay? Haven't used red yet. I'm gonna find the word this with red. Oops, I already used orange. Oh well. Okay, you guys get the hang of it. So I still have a few colors. I could do purple and find the word and. Okay, I could do, I even have kind of a silver in here. So if you want to just change it up and do something like that, you can. Or you can use a highlighter when you read it. Or you can just cut them out and practice like that. Put them all in a little baggie. If you're storing all of them, you probably have a lot, huh? Because they give us those little things every week to practice. Okay, so next, sorry about this, but I better put these away or else I have a big mess on the table. That one must go here. Yellow. Okay. Try to do it really fast. Okay, put it down here. All right, now we're going to do the phonics page. You guys know how to do this. We're going to be looking for F words. I'm going to start out by cutting this and getting my book ready. And I should be able to go really fast because this is what happens in the classroom. When we first start doing these pages, it's a lot of, explaining, and I really have to model. And then by the time we get to this time of the year and after Christmas, I can just have the kids do it. I just tell them to do it and they do it, which is really nice. Okay, I have my book all made. All right, my book is ready to go. Here's my little pictures, my phonics, because we're looking for the sound. Okay, I've got a foot. We know that's going to go in the book, right? Foot. I've got a fox. That starts with an F. I have a fence. Wow, 1, 2, 3 in a row, huh? But this was as a mitten. Does mitten start with an F? No, because if it did, it would be fitten. It's mitten. 7. We know that doesn't start with an F. That starts with a S. I'm going to X those out just so I don't have to worry about them and they won't accidentally get glued into my book. I've got a fork. Yeah, we know that. We had a picture on the pocket chart. I have a fish. That starts with the F. And then I have a welcome mat. Mat starts with the M. I'm going to X those out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut all those apart. I like going down this way. Cut the long way first, and then I'll just cut this off. Okay, I'll get that mitten and put it over with my scraps. And then I've got my fence, my fox, my foot. I'll cut that 7 off of there because we don't need it. And I've got my fork, my fish. Now it looks like they gave us 5, and we know we don't really need 5. So you get to decide. I just had a glue stick here. I guess I have to get another one. I think it's hiding from me. Okay, I've got a big glue stick here. That's a really big round one. All right, so you decide what you want to put on the front. I like this fish. I think I'm going to put the fish right here, since that's going to be the cover. And I can trace my F, and I can color that fish later. I think I'm going to color it like a rainbow fish, right? And then inside, I'm going to put my fox. That's an easy one to write. Fox. You can sound that out. And I'm going to put the foot right here. And I will put either the fence or the fork. Either one. You guys decide which one you want to put in there. I'll put the fork. It's a little bit easier to write. And I'll show you something when I'm done. All right, so I can't write the word fish, can I? Okay, I'm just going to trace the F here. Now, again, if you guys want a little challenge, you can write the words. If you want to just practice your letter, you can make a big F and a little F. We practiced on Zoom the other day, so you already know how to make them. We haven't done the handwriting page yet, but we did practice on our whiteboards, didn't we? Fox, I'm going to use a lowercase f. And you guys wrote this, didn't you? Ox. We practiced writing that already on Zoom on our whiteboards. Okay, foot. I could get the card over here. I'm going to get both of these cards. Okay, here was foot, remember? F-O-O-T, F, 2 O's, T. Okay, and then on the back, I'm going to put fork. This is what I was going to show you. Fork is F-O-R-K. And look at our sight word, F-O-R. If we put a K on there, that would say fork. So F-O-R-K. All right, so I got my whole little phonics book with my 4 pictures in there. And if you wrote words in there, this is considered a reading book, right? You can even write it on your October reading log. Read it. There's only 4 words in it, but you can still do that. And don't forget to put it in your book box. Okay, good job.